All right. Hey, we're live. We're recording. Yay. Welcome, everyone. We're so happy that you could be on tonight. I have my little sidekick here with me tonight. She's going to be my guest. We're super excited for all the new ambassadors, the customers, and also all of our 7-day challengers that could be on with us tonight. So welcome, welcome. I was actually thinking about 3 years ago when I started Plexus on Valentine's Day, how I wish I would have had something like this to pop on, to listen, to even pop in the 7-day, week of Plexus, just to learn the culture, to learn if I could, fit the products into my daily life and my routine, to just see if it would work for me, and to taste the Plexus culture, because we have definitely something special here, and we're super excited to offer a whole week of Plexus for you guys so you can learn, you can find out what could really bless and benefit your life. So I just wanted to pop on really quick and just introduce myself. So I'm Megan Goff. I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus, and basically all that means is I'm a crunchy homeschool mom to 6 kids, and I love Plexus. I love health and wellness. I love helping people feel healthy and well. And I always say that knowledge is the key to wellness. And that's true in my own life, and that's true for a lot of the people that we see really blessed and helped, because the more you know, the more you have, the more tools that you can utilize to help yourself, help your families be healthy. So to me, Plexus is simply the perfect blend of friendship, entrepreneurship, mentorship, personal development, sharing products that have blessed our health, and sharing an opportunity really that helps moms stay home with their babies, helps families pay down debt, to pursue their dreams, to adopt, to travel, to have time freedom, and to give in big ways. So tonight we just wanted to pop on and share our story. So why in the world would we choose to invest our time in something like this? We're busy wives, busy moms, successful in a lot of other things. But many of us have shared or will share our health testimonies in the 7-day challenge that you're in this week. But we thought it'd be fun to share snippets of our story about why we share Plexus. So actually, I'm going to have Madeline, my 9-year-old daughter, share a little bit. You have to stand up a little taller so we can see you. She's going to share why she loves Plexus.
Okay. I love Plexus because Dad's home, and we get to go on all the trips.
What is your favorite trip that you got to go on?
Hawaii.
Hawaii. So we got to go to Hawaii last year, and she actually got to check mark one of her bucket list things. Can you tell them what that was?
Snorkeling with sea turtles.
Snorkeling with sea turtles. Pretty cool. So Plexus has allowed a lot of us to experience some really, really cool experiences. I have to keep muting here. Sorry, guys. All right, Mom. Lots of people popping on. So when I started 3 years ago on Valentine's Day, I started for health. I was in a place in my health where I needed the products. Multiple people were reaching out to me over a period of 18 months. Finally, I listened and popped in and tried the products. And in the back of my mind, though, I was secretly intrigued. I was secretly intrigued by the opportunity with Plexus. And I delved into studying the products. And I saw quickly that they can benefit every single person that has a body, that has a gut, that's living, and that that Plexus could totally benefit people. And I had been on a health journey myself for the past year and a half, and I just had overcome an autoimmune thyroid issue, some infertility, some hormone issues. Basically, it was a lot of toxicity due to mold exposure in our home. And long story short, I wasn't the 110% mom that I wanted to be. And so I was willing to do whatever it took to get to the root. I did not want to Band-Aid issues. And so I was introduced to a company that focuses on those root issues. And I really felt like I could align myself with that. A company that works on or focuses on gut health, nutrient absorption, inflammation, and blood sugar stabilization. And I didn't have much of a testimony actually when I started to share, but I had belief in the products because I had studied them. And I had actually just recently transitioned over from the products my naturopath was having me take, but Plexus supplements were more comprehensive and less expensive, and so it was a no-brainer. And it was very natural and organic for me to share what was blessing me with people that I knew. And I actually saw with Plexus a unique way to get my family on quality supplements for life. I knew we needed probiotics. I knew we needed omegas. And that's not cheap when you have a large family. And so I also was kind of hoping like maybe I can make an extra $50 of fun money per month. But I was introduced to a man named Jarrett Abar, and I saw his diamond documentary. And that totally changed my vision. And I would realize like I was setting my sights really low. That Plexus was an opportunity that could be huge. And so it cast a vision for me. And I started to see, hey, here's a way we could, because we were a single income family. My husband provided very well. But I thought, hey, if I can develop another side income stream, we could pay off our debt. We could get out of that financial burden of our home debt. And I also saw that we could just create financial and time freedom for ourselves. I felt like a single mom, to be honest. My husband worked a very strenuous road construction job where he was gone from us from dark to dark. And I was motivated. I was motivated to share and to help other people, but at the same time, benefit my family as well. And so long story short, we are a stay-at-home family now. We love to do life together. We travel together. My husband's home full-time with us and works Plexus. He couldn't be on tonight, but we have some amazing testimonies to share with you. Without any further ado, actually, before I introduce my friend Amy, I'm going to just say if you are a guest tonight, so if you're not an ambassador yet, we would love for you to put something in the comments. Introduce yourself, share what you love about Plexus, share what you're learning in the 7-day challenge, and we will pick some prizes for you, and we'll announce those before we end tonight. So Amy is my sweet friend and a little bit of a grumpy skeptic when she started. So she's going to share her story. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you, Megan. Can you all hear me well? Okay. Yes, I am our team's classic grumpy skeptic, but that's good because skeptics are my favorite now because that's totally what I was. So I am a senior Ruby with Plexus. My husband says that this is the biggest surprise of our marriage, but it's a good surprise. And so I just, tiny bit of backstory, I hated bandwagons. If everybody was doing something, if everything was all the rage, I instantly on principle alone said, I'm not going to play because it irritated me. And so when Plexus kind of in Maine started taking off and lots of people were talking about it, I was instantly irritated and I wanted nothing to do with it, just on principle alone. But my husband had 5 years of really chronic digestive and gut issues that we tried to reset ourselves for years, taking probiotics and digestive enzymes long before it was cool and trendy to do so. He visited a holistic naturopath. He even tried acupuncture. He had stomach surgery, and nothing could reset him. We ate completely clean. And so as a result, he just was so discouraged because he was living in daily pain. We have 4 kids. We're a super active family. And just him living in just daily, constant, chronic pain, he ended up actually going on some antidepressants because he was so discouraged. And so we were really kind of out of desperation, willing to try whatever. And so when my friend Lisa Winters, who's also going to share tonight, when she actually gifted me products, she put products in my hands and just said, I know these will help your husband. That was when I said, okay, I was willing to try. Like she literally had to put products into my hands, which is what I have done to some of my friends who were like me. I said, no way. I'm like, here, take it and try it. I know it'll work. And so when the products began to work, when nothing else did, that's when I became a believer in Plexus. And so I started researching the science and the ingredients and the reasons and the why did these products work when nothing else did. And so I became a believer in the products first. And then as a result of believing in the products, I just naturally, if any of you are friends with me on Facebook, which is I think what we all tend to do, if you love something, you talk about it. Right. And so I just started sharing our story and started sharing our journey. And I would actually hashtag it Journey of a Skeptic and just kind of share our story. And so people knew us, people trusted us. And so people started coming to us and saying, oh my goodness, if you believe in these products, if they worked for you, maybe they'll work for me too. So the whole quote unquote business side of Plexus happened so super organically for me. Just me sharing my heart, sharing my gratitude, sharing what I was learning behind the science of it all. So thus began our journey. It was my belief in the products. And then I started researching the company itself because I said, if I'm going to share about these products, I want to know what this company, you know, who am I representing? Can I be proud of who I represent? And so for me, when the core values of a company, their core values are be honest, be trustworthy, be responsible, be reliable, that's cool in my book because those core values model my core values. And when they say they want to be network marketing done the right way, but rarely ever is, that was cool in my book because network marketing can tend to have a slimy rap, you know? And so all of these things just started jiving with who I am and what I love to do. And so my belief in the company grew. And it really just was an organic morphing of, you know, I started sharing because I believed in them. And then now I wanted my products paid for because I wanted my husband on them for life. And then that morphed into, oh my goodness, I could maybe get done waitressing. I was out 3 and 4 nights a week away from my family. We had student loans to pay off. And so it just started morphing and growing. And one thing that I really love about Plexus is they will never pay, you'll never see a celebrity endorsed commercial or celebrity endorsed ads because they say we're going to pay people who are actually products of the products. We're going to pay ambassadors who believe in these products to talk about these products. And so I think that that's really amazing as well. You know, and so when people say they're skeptics, they're actually my favorite people because I was a skeptic of it all. The products, network marketing, all of it. And now I believe in all of it because it's literally like people say like the products are life-changing, the business is life-changing. For my family, that is true on so many levels. My husband's been taking the products for 2 years straight now, and he feels better at 40 than he did in his 20s. You know, we paid off our student loans. I'm able to be 100% home and involved in full-time ministry because of the supplemental income of Plexus and really relieve my husband's financial burden and stress and be able to save for the first time and be able to give extravagantly, which is our heart, you know, so my challenge would be people who say I could never sell anything. I don't sell anything. You know, we're all network marketers. We're all social network marketers. We all share what we love. If you scroll your Facebook feed, you talk about everything that you love, and that's all this is. It's sharing what we love. And I'm a full-time pastor's wife, and it weds so well with ministry. It's a business of relationships and loving on people and walking alongside people. So my journey in a little nutshell, but it was organic. It morphed organically, but it has been a blessing on so many levels. So thank you for letting me share.
All right. Thank you, Amy. Lisa's going to pop on.
Hey, everyone. Happy to be here tonight with you. My name is Lisa Winters. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. And when I started, it's been about 2.5 years, I just wanted to get a little healthier and boost my immunity. And I had seen my friend Megan, some of her posts. And so I reached out to her. It took me about 3 months. And when I started, I noticed about 3 months into using the triplex that my PMS was gone. And that's not anything that I ever anticipated. And so if any of you ladies have ever struggled with PMS, it was something that I prayed that God would help me with. I tried different supplements. I did so many things and nothing helped until Plexus. And to the point where my husband said, don't ever run out of it. I don't care how much it costs. We're going to always have these supplements. And so because of that, initially I told Megan, because like Amy, I did not like network marketing. I felt like it had a negative connotation. And I told Megan when I signed up, I'm not selling. And I didn't like the name Slim. I mean, I was pretty negative, I think, in the beginning, but I tried it. And what happened was I fell in love with it because when you have something happen that goes away, like what Amy said about her husband, Kevin, and all the wonderful things that he has seen in their family, when the PMS leaves, I had more energy, no more naps. I took a nap every single day, and that's with running and working out. I took a nap every day, and I craved sweets. I would hide sweets from my kids. And now I don't really even want sweets anymore. I don't take naps, and I have energy, and we have been so healthy. And so I began saying, okay, we need to share because I want my whole family on this. Number one, I want to help other people, and I want my products to be covered. And so it happened very kind of slowly for me in that way. And we are pastors. My husband is a pastor of a church. And so being in full-time ministry for over almost 25 years, like Amy said, this just weds beautifully because you're helping people. And I don't sell anything. I just simply share and tell my story. And so what has happened, really a surprise side income that has become a lot more than a side income, and that has been such a blessing. I would have never thought in a million years that I'd be bringing in income because of some supplements that actually work. And now, our goal is to be debt free and to give extravagantly to others, to our children, and to the kingdom. And so this is totally, Plexus is an extension of my ministry. I consider it a privilege and an honor and a calling, and we just get to do it with people that we love. And one of my most favorite things, I'll just share really quickly, it's the friendships that I have made in this business. Precious, precious people that are dear to my heart, that I literally talk to every day, and that pray with me and that help me through struggles. So this whole journey of sharing to get our products covered to start, and maybe that's all you want, and that's totally fine. Or maybe you want something that will pay off a student loan and put a kid through college, or put braces on your child, or make a car payment, whatever the goal might be. It's so much bigger than financial. It is relational. It is personal growth, and it is expanding who we are because of the experiences and the people that we meet and the places that we go that Plexus pays for. So I'm just excited to be able to share a little bit of what this company and these people and these supplements have done for me.
Thank you, Lisa. Okay, Angie's going to pop on next.
Okay, hey guys, I'm Angie Ambrosetti, and I am a Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus. I have been with Plexus almost 3 years. In April, I will celebrate my 3-year anniversary, and I'm so excited about that because, a lot of times we get started with things and it just, for some reason, you just start and then you kind of fall off or whatever, and I didn't want this to be any kind of bandwagon, just like other people have said. And for me, when I got started, I was already very much into health and wellness. I had cleaned out about 10 years prior to Plexus. We had cleaned out our cabinets. We changed the way we ate. I read every single label, very much into making sure that what my kids were intaking was top notch, because one of my sons, my 15-year-old, he has cerebral palsy. And so when he was young, he was having seizures, and, I had him on medication to start with, but we just weren't seeing the results that we wanted. And so I just took it upon myself. I'm a mom of 7 and I homeschool, and I just decided I do research for all these other things. I'm going to just really grab the bull by the horns, and I'm going to start researching all the things that we put into our bodies. And so we had already made this massive change within our family. We were taking good supplements. We were taking probiotics, multivitamins, magnesium, all these things that we thought were, so great, but we really never saw results. We took them because our naturopath said, hey, this is good, you should take it. And so that's what we did. And when I was introduced to Plexus, actually my mom had given me a stick of the Slim, and she's like, I know that you're really into health stuff, and this isn't really about weight loss, but it tastes really good. You should try it. You should look into it. And I already knew Megan, and so I was like, okay, well, I want to support her. So I checked into it, fell in love with the pink drink, and then got on board. And I did say to Megan in the very beginning, I don't want to, why do they want my social security number? Because I'm not going to work this as a business. And she's like, oh, no problem. You don't have to. As long as you don't make $600, then Uncle Sam will not send you a 1099. Well, don't you know, right away, when you have 7 people living in your household, you start buying supplements for 7 people, you're going to start making money pretty quickly. And not only that, but I started sharing, just like my other friends were saying, I share about the things that I love, whether it's Plexus or Jesus or homeschooling or whatever it is with my kids and my family. I started sharing about Plexus. And so it was like a snowball effect. You know what I'm saying? And so when we started the product and I started sharing, because I saw results, I was shocked that I was already taking a probiotic, an expensive refrigerated probiotic, that I was paying twice what I was now buying Plexus for, and I was seeing results with the Plexus probiotics, the multivitamins. I felt like I was getting energy, and I felt like I was sustained throughout the day. Like I wasn't having to take, like Lisa said, it wasn't having to take those naps. And I was, getting closer to 50. And so I was getting a little bit more tired, and I saw results. And the most amazing thing to me is not only that I saw results, but going back to what I said about my kids and how I started working to get food and different things out of their diet so that they could live a better lifestyle and not be on the medications that I didn't want them on. But our sons, especially our son at the time, who was only 13, he's getting ready to turn 16, that had cerebral palsy, we saw life-changing results with him. And so one of the things that we talk about all the time in our house is that if there comes a day when we can't afford Plexus for all of us that live here, we will find a way for this particular son, because he had anger issues. He wet the bed. He could not focus on school. There was just all sorts of issues that he was battling. And we did see good results when we changed the food. So I want to say Plexus is a tool, just like changing your food habits. Those are great tools. We saw such great results once we added the Plexus in. We would move heaven and earth to purchase it for this child, even if the rest of us couldn't, because it's been so life-changing for him. I just talked with another gal today who was asking me about cerebral palsy and Plexus. And I said, I can't give Plexus the credit for my son not having seizures anymore. But what I can give credit to is when we changed the food habits way back then, that's when the seizures actually stopped. But they've sustained it since we've been on Plexus. He has not had any. And so I just want to make it really clear that when I share things about Plexus with people, I always say it's a tool. It's a tool in the toolbox, just like exercise, drinking water, healthy eating choices, all along the way. All those things combined give you an amazing toolbox for your everyday life. And so I keep sharing about Plexus because of what it's done for my family, and the financial aspect has been a real shock to us because, like I started to say in the beginning, I had done network marketing in the past. I didn't want to be a part of that. But this was so different. I'm not doing parties. I'm not doing inventory. I'm not leaving my family 3 or 4 nights a week to go out, lug a bunch of stuff to someone's house and try to get them to buy the products. I'm just sharing the things that I love, just like everything else that I share in my social media world about the things that I love. So if you guys are thinking about it, this call is a great one to be on tonight, just to hear some great feedback, different perspectives from 5 different women, different ages, different walks of life, and how the Lord has blessed us in so many ways. So that's all I have to share. And my sweet friend Lynn is going to be sharing with us next.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lynn Hauersile, and I am a Senior Gold Ambassador. And all of these women that you've heard speak so far, I can say are my dear friends. So that is just one of the big blessings of Plexus for me, is just the fact that all of these relationships have been cultivated, and it just makes my life richer and fuller. I began taking Plexus because I was in a health crisis. I am in early menopause. I'm 47 years old, and I've been in menopause about a year. And so about 18 months ago, almost 2 years ago, I had been rapidly kind of declining in my health. So I had been praying and searching for an answer. And through only the Lord crossing my path with the Goff family, I was introduced to Plexus. I had never heard about it before, but through that experience, I began the products in May of 2017. Very quickly, I had many wonderful results. And I'll just back up and say, 1 year ago, so in February of 2017, before I had heard of Plexus, I had a doctor's appointment, and I was told that I was going to need blood pressure medication, cholesterol, hormone replacement therapy, and an antidepressant. So hearing that I was going to need all 4 of those things was kind of startling, and I just knew I wasn't going to do that. So that was before Plexus. And when I started researching Plexus, I did just think, I wonder if this is what would be the answer to our prayer. So I began the products, and I had been having many different things, but major hot flashes. I had chronic constipation my whole adult life. I was having some scary things like numb arms and hands when I would wake up in the morning. So many things that I had been having for a number of years. Very quickly, within, I would say 30 to 60 days, I could tell some of these things were lessening. And it was at that time that my oldest son, we have 5 children. They're all right now 18 to 23. My oldest son came home, doesn't live by us, and hadn't seen me for a few months. At that time, I should back up. In the time when my health was declining, I rapidly gained 35 pounds in about 18 months. And I'm 5 foot tall. So that was just kind of a major change. And it was just happening so quickly, kind of out of control. I had, terrible sugar cravings. So I was eating chocolate. I'm a teacher. So during the school day, I was just eating chocolate all day, thinking that was helping me get through the day. So when my son came home, right away, I had at that point lost maybe 5 pounds, 8 pounds. But when he saw me, he just said, "Mom, something's different. You just seem better." And he was so right. So very quickly, I started to research the gut-brain connection, which is very real, you guys. So that was visible to my son. And that leads me to why I began sharing. So my son just said, "Mom, why wouldn't you tell people if this could help other people? Why wouldn't you tell people?" And my response was, "Well, I'm a teacher, I'm a church musician, I'm busy, I already have these 2 jobs, I don't have time for that, I don't want to do that." And what ended up happening is people close to me were saying, "Things seem different, you seem better, your outlook seems better, what are you doing, what's different?" And I just came to the point where it was either lie to people or share Plexus. So I began telling the truth of what was helping me. And from there, I never intended to have a business. But from there, I have a business. And I can't think of anything I'd rather be doing. I love being a teacher. I love being a musician. But this is just such a natural extension of being in community with people. And for me, that's one of the hardest things to describe. But when I was not well, I didn't want people. And I was pushing people even close to me away. So now I feel like I have this renewed life. And yes, we have renewed life in Christ. But I want to be in community with people, and I want to talk to people. So just like the other gals said, I just feel like it's very organic. And when I'm sharing my story with people, that's what I'm doing. I never feel like I'm selling anything, or, it's never a pressure-filled situation. It's just an extension of my life, and Plexus is a part of my life. I know it was an answer to prayer. So I know that the Lord is in it and covering it, and I do pray for that. But this is just one of the most unexpected blessings in our marriage as well, for sure, because I'm feeling so good. I'm looking way better than I was before. Just even like the way I want to make eye contact with people and smile and just share my life with people. So yeah, if you're considering this, it's really just a blessing. And I think the relationships, like all of these people that are on here, a lot of them I've met so far too. And I think that's been just really made my life full and rich. So thanks.
Thank you, Lynn, for sharing. Thank you to everyone that shared tonight. And Angie was going to pop on and share our prize winners really quick.
Yay! This is my favorite part, to get to share. Okay, so some of you didn't have, I can't see your last name. So the first person that I drew the name of was Adri Carlisle. Did I say that right? Anyone? No? Okay. Well, I know she's on here. So, okay. And the second person was Erica Benedict. Yay! Are you still on here? I can't see everyone. Okay, so the third person was Autumn, and I don't have a last name for Autumn. And Desiree was the fourth person. And Kathy Cowan.
Okay.
Get those names right?
Yeah.
Yay, so it's 5 winners.
Yay, awesome. Okay, well, we'll probably make a post on the 7-day challenge. That way everyone can see, and you can comment and PM your addresses to us. So thank you, everyone, for being on. If you catch this as a recording, definitely go back to your sponsor, the person that invited you to this, and plug in, ask questions. We're here to help answer questions and to encourage people on their Plexus journeys. All right, you guys have a great night. Thanks for popping on.